Good evening and welcome to Right Way Living and Transformation. I'm your host, Martha Wright. Good evening. Right Way Living and Transformation. Trying to live life the right way and being transformed from the way we were to something better. Trying to do what's right. Right Way Living and Transformation. I'm your host, Martha Wright. Welcome. And the day is going to be kind of like real talk. I want to talk to you about something that really has been stressing and been on my heart, and just to share with you what I'm doing in my life right now. Okay, so just think about this as I share with you, and maybe you want to come in and say a few things here and there, but I just want to come on and kind of talk to you about how are you still dreaming? Are you still dreaming in your life? I heard my grandbaby say the other day. She was saying they were. I usually get her in the car, and after school, and when I pick her up, and I say, "Okay, what did y'all do at school today?" "Oh, Grand, I'm so tired. I don't feel like talking." And she got all kind of excuses. I said, "Girl, what did y'all learn in school? You just left school, so share with me some of the things you learned." So she said something about the teacher had them to talk about different things that they would like to do in life and dreams that they have. So I said, "What is one of your dreams that you would like, something you would like to do?" And hers was very cute and basic. She said, I want to go see a movie. I want to go see it." I said, "What movie?" And she named the movie, what it was, and I said, "Okay, okay. So, do you believe dreams can come true?" And then lo and behold, she told me, "No." And I said, "Love," I said, "why do you not believe dreams can come true?" She said, "They just don't." And that really kind of touched my heart, really. Not kind of touched my heart, but it really made me to start thinking and like, why does she not believe her dreams can come true? Maybe they're not coming true as she would think they is. They're not, she not seeing some of the manifestation of the things that she would like. So she believed that dreams don't come true. Well, how many of us as older people, not even young as 6 years old as her, I mean, think about it, starting at 6 years old and not even believing that a dream could come true. That's something to kind of think about, right? So I mean, how many of us as older as we older that really stop dreaming, don't just feel like enough is enough. We can't dream anymore. Uh, we just exist in it every day. I had to, show her an example, and I mean, I gave her an example because she likes to dance. She wants to dance, and I want to get her in a good dance in school. And I backed the car up in the driveway, and I said, "Okay." And I was like, "This is a big audience in front of you." She like, "Audience?" I said, "People. Can you see all these people around you?" I said, "Look on this side, all in front of this house, and over there by your house, because she lives next door." I said, "Do you see all those people?" And all of a sudden, she just like, I guess at first she was saying, "Granny, something wrong here with Granny." So I said, "You see all these people?" I said, "Now you coming out on stage." And I called her name out. And I said, "They're introducing you. And you're coming out on stage." I said, "What you have on?" I said, "You're that famous dancer. What do you have on?" And she started to really think about it. She said, "Oh, my ballerina." I said, "Oh, okay. Well, what color is it?" And she said, "It's purple." She loved purple. And I said, "Okay, okay." And then she started really putting stuff in it with the glitter, and it's shining. I said, "Oh." I said, "Oh, wow, I can see you. I can see you." And then I said, "Look at the people looking at you. How beautiful you look." And I said, "What else you got?" And she started talking, "I got this crown on my head." I love that. She said, "I got a crown on my head." I said, "Okay, I see it. I see it. I see it." Till she had stood up in the back seat of the car. She stood up in the back seat of the car because this dream was becoming reality to her. It was becoming reality to her. She stood up in the back seat of the car, and I said, all these people are looking at you. They're waiting for you to come from behind the curtains, girl. You got on all that purple and all that glitter. I said, what type of shoes? And she told me, oh, they was a little purple and with white, and then some stars on. Oh, she had it going on. And I said, okay, the curtains open. And I said, here you come. And these people are standing up, giving you a standing ovation. I said, yay, they hollering, woo, woo, calling out your name, throwing flowers on the stage. I said, and they're just whistling and blowing kisses and everything. I said, you see them? She said, yeah, I see them. And so I said, see them on this side and all around. And she just started looking. And I said, then you going to do your performance. And she said, and I said, yeah, you're going to do your dance. And so she just kind of threw up her hands in the air and everything. And I said, oh, listen that I'm clapping. And now they standing up. They're giving you a standing ovation. Look at this. I said, you are the star of the show. And she was smiling. She was happy. She can actually see it. She can actually see it for herself. She was feeling it. She could see it. And I said, now, I said, they clapping. And what are you doing? So she have herself a bow here and a bow there. And I said, oh, boy. And I said, now, do you believe all of that can come true? And she stopped. She said, yeah. I said, because it can. It can. And I said, how did it make you feel? And she said, good, good. And I said, did you see the people throwing flowers up there on the stage? Did you see the pretty roses and all the pretty flowers? I said, some people was throwing you some money up there, girl. Did you see that? She smiled. Yeah. But she got a glimpse. She got a taste. She got a understanding that if you see it, you can believe it. If you see it, you can believe it. That's why the Word of God tells us when we have a vision, when we have a dream, to write it down and make it plain. Because when you're writing something down, I didn't even bring my board in here, but I did I do vision boards, but I also did a board with a class that I'm in of 100 successors that I've had from birth to now. 100 successors. That means successes in my life from childbirth to now. Now, when I got that assignment, I thought the teacher, the instructor that gave us that assignment hadn't lost his mind. I was like, I don't have no successes from 100 successes from childbirth to now, really? Are you serious? And so that night of the class, he said, well, just write 5 of them down. And do you know Martha struggled with 5? Because I was feeling just like my grandbaby did. Like, nothing has come true with me or whatever. You know, I was feeling, I can think about all the negative stuff rather than thinking about the positive. Then I started thinking about successors as Oprah Winfrey, Michael Jordan, you know, these big people, Eric Thomas, motivator. You know, I'm thinking about all these big people. But he had to break it down too. He said, stop, don't look at the big people, who you think are the success people. Everybody has success within themselves. Everybody has dreams within themselves. Everybody has a purpose within ourselves. So he said it could be getting, it could be when you receive your diploma or a degree or getting married. That could be a success for you. Maybe for some it wasn't, but it could be a success for you. And so then I started to think. And the quieter I got, and the more I started to imagine, and the more I started to feel and realize, then the more the successes came out, and I was able to put them on paper. So I got me a big board, which I do my vision boards on, and I took sticky notes, sticky notes like this, and I wrote my successes down. I put my number one, I numbered each one till I got to 100, and I wrote down successes. It didn't take, now, it took me more than a night. I think it maybe took me a week or so. And I think I got about 7 more to go because, you know, the more you think about it, or the more you might be walking around the house or whatever, you get to thinking, and you say, this was a success for me. This was a success for me. Meeting new people was a success for me. I met new friends. People have come into my life. That's a success for me because I've gained good family, good friends from that. So that's my success. So I want you just to think about that. Think about that as you're dreaming. Don't stop dreaming, no matter how old you are. Don't stop dreaming, and know that you are a success, and are you have a purpose within you, and you have to see it. See it. Think about some of the things that you want to do. Just like I gave that illustration with my grandbaby. Looking at that audience, imagining things. What is it that you imagine that you would really, really want to do? That you would like to do, you would like to go, you would like, maybe it's even being healed from something. Being healed from a sickness or a disease. Something that's happened in your life that put a halt to who you are and what you're doing in life, and you want to be better because you know you are better. You don't like being where you are. So sit back and imagine yourself of being the person that you really want to be. Write those things down. If you can't write them down, just think about it, meditate on it, and then pray and say, God, this is what I would like to do. This is where I would like to be. I want to be healed from this and that. And then, y'all, this is what I want to talk about too tonight. A lot of us are told these things, but we're not taught how to do it. We're told we can dream, but we're not given with illustrations or taught step by step of how we can get there. Even though I did that illustration with my granddaughter, she saw it, she felt it at that time. I still have to go back each time and let her know sometimes, you're going to have to work a little harder towards something. Sometimes some things will come easy. Sometimes things come instantaneously. Sometimes things will take a while. But it can happen. So we have to take step by step. We don't just say something and then allow it, just let it go. And then people lose, they get off course, right? They get off course. Think about I'm using myself. I've been a church many times. I love going to church. I listen to sermons. I love the teaching of the word. I love the teaching of the word because the teaching helps. It helps me to get a better understanding of what the word is and what it's truly saying and how it's delivered to me. Now, the illustration I'm giving you right now, I was in church about 2 weeks ago. And the sermon that the pastor had preached was so enlightening. It touched my heart so much. Till I walked out the building, I felt like I was just pumped up, right? I was just pumped up. And I got into my car, and I was just so overwhelmed with joy. And I was just praising God, thanking Him for that teaching, for that lesson. And it was just like night and day. I heard, so what are you going to do next? What's your next move? And I just sit there at the steering wheel like, what is my next move? What do I do next? Which way do I go? Sorry. Which way do I go, right? And I'm just sitting there. And I thought about it for about a good 3 to 4 minutes. And then I started the car and I was going down the street and I said, okay, I've heard what he said. I got to go back and listen to it again. Listen to it again. Listen to that sermon again. Because everything is recorded these days. Go back and read the scriptures of what he gave to me, and what he shared with us, and then put myself in it and see, where do I go from there? What step do I take next? I might have to go to the pastor and say, can you help me with this? I may have to go to a sister or brother and say, can you show me how to get what step to take next? Because sometimes we can't do everything on our own. Most of the time, we can't do everything on our own. We need the help in helping us and guiding us and coaching us. That's what I learned about teaching and coaching. Teaching is just what it is, teaching it so that you can get an understanding. Coaching is helping you to get through it step by step. So you might have to go to a coach to help you to get through things step by step. I think that's where a lot of us get lost when it comes to church. We hear the sermon, we shout about it, we cry about it, we're enlightened, we come home, we calm down, we forget what we heard, and we go back and start it all over again that next Sunday, rather than taking what we heard and learning from that, moving from that, growing from that, being coached in the direction that we should go. And that's where transformation comes. That's where change comes. That's when we learn how to do what's right. And so I really want to stress that today, that a lot of people have given up on church, going to church, because they say it's a lot of hypocrites in the church. And you know what they're looking at? Some people are looking at people that are in the church and they're doing a lot. They got high positions. They're saying this and that. They're quoting this and that. But they live in the same way. They never change. They never change. And people are looking at that. And in order for us to grow, in order for us to transform, we have to make steps. We have to change. We have to change. So I'm telling you all of this today too, as I share a part of my life. Right now, I'm on a different journey in my life. I told some of y'all in some of the videos that I've retired from the University of Texas Medical Branch. I've retired from that, resigned from that, and to go into another journey of my life. And right now, I'm learning who Martha is. Yes, I'm learning more about Martha. I'm digging deeper into who I truly am. You 62 years old, you don't know who you are? Some people say, I've heard people say I lost myself along the way. And then I hear people laugh at them, say, how you going to lose yourself? You are yourself. But let me tell you, you can lose your focus. You can lose your insight of who you truly are. You can get off course. And that's why it's so important to always enlighten yourself, always to be coached, always to be taught, always to get a better understanding, digging deeper into yourself. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. I'm investing in myself in a master class, a class that I didn't even think I was going to be part of. I saw it. I kept being drawn to it, and I'm like, okay. I signed up for it because it was free. And when the time came for the get on the class, the first night, I was like, I ain't getting on that. But I kept being drawn to it, and that's what I did. I got on, and it's been beautiful ever since. And I'm digging deeper into who I am. Now, sometimes you're going to dig deeper, and scars going to come. Your scars going to start to show. Your web's going to start to show. Different things going to start to show that you don't want to show. Things that you've been hiding for a long time because you don't want everybody else to see and know who you are. But digging deeper within yourself and finding out who you are, and digging up roots and things to pull up, um, and pull out so that you can grow and flourish into the person that God has already ordained and preordained and predestined you to be. See, when they said in the book of Joshua, he said, "Before I knew you, and before you I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you." So God already knew us before He even put us in our mother's womb. He already knew our life and everything ahead of us before. Before. Before we came to this land, He knew us. Before our insecurities, He knew me. Before my um, all these discouragements in my life, God knew me. Before I bankruptcy, God knew me. He knew. He knew me. He knows you. And a lot of things we'll say, well, the will of God did this, and something we put upon ourselves. But God still knows the plan that He has for us, and that plan still stands. Even though we went down the wrong path or made the wrong decision, God's plan still stands. So that's a great thing, that even though we went down the wrong road, made the wrong choice, went around the hill, up the hill, down the hill, up the road, through the river, we get back, and God still has that great plan for us. Isn't that a wonderful thing? So it could have been you started out 20s and you went wrong, along the wrong way for a long time, and now here you are, 50, 55, and now you're getting back on track. It's not too late. It's not too late. It's never too late to dream. It's never too late, because the purpose was already set aside for you. It's already put in place for you. Now, it's up to us as we get back into this place, as we get back into the spot, then we need to understand and get the direction and get wisdom, get knowledge, get understanding of how we can stay on that right path, doing the right thing, so that our life can be transformed into that beautiful butterfly, that beautiful life that God has already had before us. I had to say that today, because a lot of us just saying, I hear it. I get happy when I hear the word. I shout, in the church. See other people shouting. I see people shouting, but they still living the same life. They're still struggling. And is it God's will for us to struggle? That's what I've been learning. It's not God's will for us to struggle. Why don't we believe, or why don't we feel we can't have the best in life? I'm talking to you because I'm talking to myself. Because most people say, girl, just be happy with what you got. Well, I am. I'm grateful for what I have. But I know that I serve a great God, a God that owns everything. So I know I'm His inheritance, and so I should have more. I could have more. I can have more. But I have to get out there and do more. I have to get out there and do what I need to do to get it. A lot of us will say, well, we waiting on God. But God has already got it out there. It's already planted. It's already before us. He just saying, here it is. Come get it. But a lot of us don't want to go get it. We don't want to go get it because of fear. Because we wonder what other people will say. If we have too much, they might think that we this, that, and the other. And I'm not just talking about material things. I'm talking about happiness, peace, joy. Those things in life. All of those things are for us. And God wants us to have it. He wants us to have it abundantly. Above all. So why do we stay stuck in one spot? But then why do we stop dreaming? Why do we feel like enough is enough? I hear some people my age and even older say, well, I just live one day at a time. I just wait till one each day come. You know, I don't plan nothing. Or whatever happens, it happens. But that sounds like just existing to me. It sounds like existing to me because if we think about it, in the beginning, God created, right? He created the heavens and the earth. Every day, He had something that He was doing. Until that seventh day, He rested. But every day, He had something He was doing to better, uh, to better the earth, to better things for mankind, to bring things into existence. Every day He was doing something, and then when that day was complete, He would say, "This is good. It is good." Then He didn't say, "Well, I ain't gonna do nothing tomorrow. I'm just gonna wait and see what's gonna happen." You know, whatever be gonna be. He didn't say that. He got up, He started a new day, and He kept doing and creating, doing and creating, and that's what we have to do. But many of us have stopped creating. We have stopped dreaming. We have stopped seeing the greater big picture. And a lot of it is because we don't know which way to go. We're not being taught. Um, we're not being coached, and we hear it, we see it, but we don't know which way to go. We just get stagnant in certain places. So I'm saying I like to say, uh, start investing in yourself. I mean, you don't have to put out money for everything. There's some good YouTube channels you can listen to with people with motivation. Get in there, if it's some kind of sickness or something you're going through, find somebody um, that dealt with different sicknesses and diseases in their life. Um, this young lady Tabitha Brown, I think, yeah, Tabitha. I love her, and she was telling how real sick she had been, and she changed her way of eating. She became vegan, and she gives all kind of recipes and cooking and different things online. And look at those things, and maybe that's something that you might need to do if you're dealing with some kind of illness or something that has attacked your body. Something that can help you um, to move forward and to do better for yourself. Exercise. They got all type of exercise things on here, and here I'm one to tell you, I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there. Being home, I've been going to the gym more, and because I know that just sitting around, laying around, and eating and watching TV ain't gonna make this blood sugar go down. Right? It's not gonna get me off of this insulin and things. I gotta do something. I have to be creative. I gotta move, and um, I have to understand that it's something better for me. It's something better for you. So, I mean, they have people on here that's dealing with that. They have people dealing with people with that dementia and um, all types of different things. It may be depression that you're dealing with, but there's all types of things on the YouTube. There's motivational speakers. You find the one that's going to help you. A lot of people say, I don't listen to that. I don't listen to all that. And one lady told me, I don't do nothing but read, but I don't read nothing but the Bible. I don't read nobody else's books. I just read the Bible. And hey, I am 100% of reading the Bible, reading the Word. I am. Um, some people could pick up the Word and don't understand it, so it's best to get a teacher that can teach you. You can even get on here and online and go to your church. Your church might be on there. It might be good Bible studies you can get in on there. It might be Bible studies around your house, or some women's group, men group that you can get into. Go to that. But there are some good help books out there, ladies and gentlemen. Don't just count everybody out, because that's not what you do. You're more religious than anything. Yeah, it's God puts us here to help each other. You might decide you're gonna write a book to help somebody. And how would you feel if they say, I'm not going to read your book, all I read is the word? I'm not talking, don't say, I'm not saying don't read the word. Now, don't y'all go and quote and say, she's saying don't read the word. Read that word. The word of God is our book of instruction. That's what's going to help us out. But God also, um, he he puts out women and men and girls more to help others. That's why we're all here, to help one another. You know, we could be here on this earth all by ourselves, but he have doctors that go to school and learn how to help us to do better, to take care of ourselves. Lawyers to be in the courtrooms for us, but we know that God is the ultimate lawyer. He's the ultimate doctor. We understand that, but He puts people here to help. So we got to get off that religious mindset of telling people, I don't go to nobody else. I don't listen to nobody else. I don't do. We need each other. We need each other. God put us here for a reason. He didn't have all these billions of people here on this earth just to be here on this earth. It has to be for a reason and a purpose. So I'm saying invest in yourself. Invest in get in a Bible study, get in a study group, get into a counseling group, whatever it takes for you to help yourself. Um, then you might want to just invest by money in some master classes or some kind of self-help classes. But you have to learn to invest in yourself. You're going to have to sit back and dig deeper within yourself. You're going to have to not listen to what everybody else say. You can't listen. Nobody else can tell you more about you than you. You know more about you, and you know what you're needing. You know what you need. You know what you need more than anybody else knows what you need. You know you need that motivation, then you need to search for that motivation. You need some type of counseling or coaching. You need to be searching for that counseling and that coaching. You need to invest in you. You may need just to get quiet at least an hour or two a day to yourself in your own space. Nobody. Turn the phones off. Turn the TV off. Turn the radios off. And just get in a quiet space. Just you. Just you and God. And just be quiet and listen. You might want to read. Invest in good books. I ain't talking about a lot of these romance and love novels and all this stuff. I'm talking about things that can help you. That can help you. Help you to get out the rut that you may be in. Help you to get from being stuck and stagnant. Something that's going to help you to move forward in your life, to grow, to be able to get back up and to dream again and to see, to be able to see that there are some great things ahead of you. You can see it. You know it's there. You just need to place your hands on it. It's there. It's there. And I know somebody's looking at this, they getting it, and then somebody's saying, what is she talking about? What is she talking about? There she go again. But baby, let me tell you, your answer is not going to be all the time in the ABC, CBS, NBC. That's not where your answer is. Your answer is not all the time in that chocolate cake and that fudge pudding. Your answer is not on the phone. It's not that all the time. No. You got to dig deeper and invest in who you are. Knowing who you are and find out who you are and understand that there's still purpose in you. There's still dreams in you. There's still things for you to do. Somebody is out there looking for you. Just you. Somebody want to hear you. Somebody wants you to share something good about you to them. And that will transform their life. You may have come from being a addict or ex something. We all been ex something now. Come on. We all have been ex this or ex that. You may have come out of something that you can help the next man or woman come out of. But if you sitting back and saying, well, I made it through, let them find their way, it ain't gonna work. Somebody waiting for you to make their dream come true, to transform their life. And then when their dream come true, that fulfills your dream. That fulfills your purpose. And then it's just like a domino effect. It goes over and over again because even more you get, the older you get, you're gonna grow a little bit more, and it's gonna be more stuff, more things that you have learned, more things that you have accomplished, more things that you can share with the world. So don't think a dream can't come true. That baby girl, without that dream won't come true. I'm gonna coach her, teach her, encourage her, and help her to see that yes, everything is possible. Anything is possible. And with God, all things are possible. So she will see, and we will see the manifestation of her dream coming to life. Because I ain't going to give up on her. Nobody else that's around her going to give up on her. We're going to help her to understand those dreams are right there before her. And it just as I speak to her, I'm speaking to myself, and I speak to you. Don't stop dreaming. Keep believing. Write the vision down. Make it plain. Put it somewhere where you can see it. Sticky notes. I don't know if y'all can see. I got sticky notes all on my wall. Crazy stuff. But see, I can look at this. I can look at these things on a daily basis. I don't want no sticky notes all over my house. You ain't gonna see nothing. You're not gonna, if you can't see it, and every day you need to be able to see it or hear it. This is one of my sticky notes saying, I am an encourager, because that's who I am. My purpose is to encourage women, men over 50, and to understand and to know their full potential on earth. And I speak these things to myself every day. I got one up there that says, nothing changes if nothing changes. That's a quote I heard from a minister. Nothing changes if nothing changes. It won't change if you don't make a change. And I can see these things every day, and I can look at them, and I can speak them, and they come to life because it's there for me. So if you don't have sticky notes, I don't know. If you don't want to put stuff up, just write it down on a little journal. Take the time to do that. That's investing in yourself. It's not stupid, y'all. It's actually the word of God. It's in Habakkuk 2:2. Write the vision down, make it plain. You know, when you're building a house, or you're building anything, once they build that house, they got to put it in a blueprint, right? If they don't put that blueprint, you don't know where the bathroom gonna go. You don't know where the kitchen might be. You don't know. You just gonna throw something together. But there's a blueprint for that. It's written down so that you can look at it. That builder can look at it, go by it, and build a house to perfection. And that's the same way with your life. Writing it down where you can look at it, read it, meditate on it every day, and make it come to reality. Make it come into reality. It's so true. It really is. It's so true. So I really wanted to talk to y'all about that today, and not to give up. When you don't know step by step what to do next, find some way, find somebody, find something that's going to help you, some way that'll help you to not stay in one spot, but to move step by step until you overcome whatever it is that you need to overcome. And then that's when your dream come true. That's when you know, hey, I made it. Now I'm going to help somebody else along the way. Right? Okay. So I hope y'all got something out of this today. I hope you did. It's beautiful. I've been learning so much. Learning and understanding so much about who I am. And I'm gonna stop right after I say this. But one of my mentors I listened to this morning, she was saying, like, and then she made me think, like, with a driver's license. This year I did my driver's license online, so I used the same picture that I had 4 years ago, right? But most of the time we go up there like every 4 years and we take a different picture because within 4 year time we could have lost hair or we could have gained hair. We could have gotten bigger or we could have gotten smaller. You know, things change within the years, and we want people to see us as we are now. A lot of people want to look back at what you used to do, or how you used to look, or how you used to act, and they always want to bring up what they used to. But where are you now? Where are you now? So I say that to say when she brought up that about the driver's license, how it changed. You don't have to use that same picture. If you want to go up there and change and make something new and let everybody see this is the new part of me. This, hey, I lost 20 pounds. I'm gonna put this on my license because I've lost 20 pounds and it's been a lot of work to lose this 20 pounds. You know, so it's new. This is a new. And even though you may see what I was before, this is still a new part of me. This is the transformation of me. So be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind and changing that mindset, changing the way you think, changing the way you do things helps you to feel better, helps others to see you better, and it makes your life a whole lot better. So I hope you got something out of this today. I know it took a little while, more longer than I thought, but I just wanted to say that. So pray about your dreams. Don't lose hope and keep moving forward. I love y'all. I'll see y'all again soon. Bye-bye.